Oh, so if you want to speak and you want to get paid to speak on stages, I'll tell you a quick little story. Tomorrow morning at 8:45 a.m., I go on this stage and I'll be speaking at this event, the Entrepreneur Academy. And so I don't even know what I'm getting paid, 500 or a grand. This one's only an hour away from my house, and I'm very good friends with the person who's throwing the event. We go back. But you can create videos on social media, and then you can travel around the country out of your own pocket and invest into your business and speak in little tiny gigs. And if you don't, if you probably won't get paid right away, but if you want to get booked on stages, you contact the event manager and you say, hey, how many people, how many butts do I got to get in seats? How many tickets do I got to help you sell? If I get 15 people in the seats, will you let me speak for 15 minutes? If I get 50 people, will you let me speak for an hour? They'll be like, all right, bet. So you help promote the event and you create and drive value and you create so many videos. Next thing you know, you get booked on a little stage. You invest in online speaking courses and read audiobooks about public speaking. There's a ton of them, like Steal the Show by Michael Port. There's a bunch of them. I've read a bunch of them. And then you stand on your first stage and you do okay, or you suck or whatever, it doesn't matter. And then you keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And little by little by little, make sure that you bring a camcorder. Just what I was doing, I'd bring 3-4 cameras and I'd set them up around the room. 1, 2, 3. I'd even bring one on stage with me pointing at the audience. And I'd run around, press and record, sweating. And they'd be like, Keith Kalfas. They'd call me on stage. And I'd be like, 1 second, everybody. I'm turning on my cameras. I'm practicing what I'm preaching. Boop. And I'd turn on the camera. And I'd be like, what's up? I'm Keith Kalfas, and I'm going to talk about XYZ. And then at the end of your talk, when they're clapping, you say, all right, I'm going to turn off my cameras. And you just go turn off your cameras until you can afford to hire a videographer. I have 2 of them. We're going to have 4 cameras. I have a main videographer with a long lens shooting me, and another one on a gimbal, like 4K, so it's going to look epic. And I have 2 lavalier mics, so we're recording it. I've watched my dreams come true. I'm not getting no $20,000 a keynote, but I've got paid $4,750 to speak for 35 minutes once. Another time was like $2,500, $3,500, $3,000. Have I gotten $5,000? Nah, not in this industry, not yet. But you can break the 4-minute mile, and then be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. I've been speaking all over the country since 2016. So now I'm very comfortable on stage, and I have a whole ritual. I've learned stuff from like Bo Eason and Brennan Burchard, world's greatest speaker training. There's so many rituals. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below and let me know what the ritual is, and I'll make another video and I'll explain the whole ritual. Actually, I have the ritual. I'll put it in the link in the description below, a video of what I learned from Bo Eason, who's like a world-renowned famous public speaker, and it actually works. And I'll give you a tip. It's where you go around and sit in different seats of the room. I can't even explain it, but it gets you super familiar with the room, so then you kind of like own that room. You know, like when a cat walks into a room for the first time, it's weirded out. But if you're very comfortable in the room and you've sat in a bunch of the seats and you've done all these things in this specific ritual, which I can't talk about too much here, then you can chill. Just be yourself. All right, peace. I gotta rehearse a little.